Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at one of my Portulacaria afras. This one is a new one that I acquired just a couple months ago, and kind of what I want to talk about in this video is how to deal with difficult material or challenging material, something that may not be to your liking or whatever. But when I got this tree, it was upright and it had a lot of growth on top, but the lower branches were very few and far between, little wispy things, really small. Some of these lower branches, you can see where I've cut some off a month or two ago when I got this tree, but the lower branches were only about as big as this one or something. I mean, they weren't very big in diameter at all. And I'll show a picture of what the tree looked like when I got it. So I looked at it for a bit and decided to, because the trunk was very straight, and I like a little more movement in my trunks, but this one is very, very straight. And so I thought, I would remove some of those lower branches and, give it a little lean in the pot, try to bring some of these down the best I could without, breaking the branches. But because this one was sticking, if I kind of show the profile, before I bent those down, all those branches were sticking straight up. They followed kind of this main trunk down here, and they were all up in here. So it was just not the way I wanted it, but I ordered this online, and when you get online trees, it's whatever they pick and send to you. So in a way, it's fun to try to see what you can do with something like that, but also it's a little frustrating because you spend money on a tree and it's sometimes they're not ideal. But anyway, so like I said, I wasn't sure, and who knows, in the future, you may do a trunk chop or something and reroot the top of it and kind of grow, use the fat base and then maybe use a new branch for the top. But anyway, so this one I ended up planting at an angle, try to bring some of these branches down. And then my overall styling thought is I want to have a well-developed top, which it's pretty well developed already. So I've kind of got that. I want a nice, clean, kind of a dome shape on the top, coming here and then just clean over. Not sure how far down I'm going to grow that. Probably not too much farther than it is there. And still undecided on this branch because to me, it kind of just sticks out and doesn't look quite right. But if I get rid of that, there'll be a lot of space in here, which, once these kind of develop and get a little thicker, it might not be a bad thing. But for now, I think I'll leave this branch here. But so today, other than giving an update, kind of talk about challenging material, I'm just going to go ahead and give this a light prune, just to kind of get it back in shape to where I want it, especially the top. These sides, the side branch over here, I want it to grow a little more, but I want it to develop more fine branching. So that's why I'm taking these back, just so they branch out more. And then, like I said, this may go in the future, and I could always bend. There's 3 branches here. There's one here in the front, one in the center, and one in the back. I could always, bring one of those back ones up a little more just to fill in some more space in here, which now that I'm looking at it, I may go ahead and try to do that just to see what that looks like. I've got a little wire back here that I can maybe make one more loop to bring that down. Just trying to look at it from the front to see what that looks like. And that, doing something like that, that may fill in this void, so I could probably get rid of that branch. But let me go ahead and continue pruning and then kind of see what it looks like to see if we want to remove that or not. We're just kind of learning here and exploring together, because this is the first time that I've pruned this tree other than taking a few branches off. So Just get it pruned up. I may have to tilt it to the side just so I'm looking at it to make sure I keep the profile in check, but I'll turn it back so you guys can see it. And since the top is so vigorous and full, you can be a little bit more aggressive and take it back a little farther. Just kind of giving it a little haircut. Just kind of looking at it still from the front here. And then also when I'm, spinning it around, I'm also looking at the front to back profile and to see if there's anything there I want to kind of knock back a little bit. Take some of these back branches down. Now I can see I can bring some of these front ones down some. Looking at it from the side. So that looks pretty good. It's got pretty good depth, front to back. I've got a couple back branches here to mess with, one up high, one down low here, and then one small one here in the center. Again, not sure if that'll stay in the final design, but for now. And this branch here, you don't really want branches that are growing straight up or straight down. This one is growing straight down, so I'll get rid of that. This one is growing straight up, but I do have wire on this branch, so I could kind of bend that down a little bit and then eventually kind of move that to the side or something just to use that in the design. So we'll leave that. And, my goal is to kind of let these thicken up and branch out. And I'll probably go ahead and just knock those back a little bit so they don't just keep growing straight. So they start branching out a little bit, and that'll fill in, just imagine my hand being another pad. So it'll give it some depth back there. That's kind of what I'm thinking anyway. And then, yeah, I kind of like this kind of stair-step approach here. And I could probably get rid of that, but I'm going to leave it. There's no harm in leaving it. It'll just continue to grow. But I'll just keep a mental note that I probably will remove that at some point. Now that this one looks good, and then if I let this small back branch here continue to grow, I could, even kind of fill in some of this negative space, because if I get rid of this branch, that whole area is going to be open. And then this branch could come back and kind of fill some of that in. So I don't know, still undecided, but to me, it just looks odd because this one's kind of going up at an angle. This one's going up at an angle, but this one just kind of horizontal. And if I bring it up at an angle, it's just really parallel to that one. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, should this branch go or stay? And you can just type just that simple word, just stay or go. And I'll try to update you guys next time I look at this tree, and then we'll make the decision next time I look at it if it goes or stays. So Take some of these back. Yeah, overall it's not a bad tree for being really the first time that I've pruned it, other than, you know, taking some of those branches off. So this was kind of the first maintenance prune on it, so not too bad, I guess. So making something decent out of a little bit of challenging material at the beginning. So let me give you a quick spin around. So there's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.